So, you're a manager. You're a huge success, you're making the big bucks. You're an effective manager and your people give you respect. But what are you giving them?
Yeah.
You ready to talk about my development plan?
I really want to. I know it's important, but Gil needs to see me for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Hey, time is money and your time isn't cheap. Neither is your people's. Take the time to develop your people.
Rick Frank. John? Yeah. An advertising seminar? Yeah, that would be terrific. You get both agencies? Everybody? Oh, I'd love to do it. Special all-day training? So you would like me to schedule some time when I could be available? Terrific. Hang on, let me ask Amy. She's right here. Hold on. Amy, it's John Achenbaum, and he's finally got the details on this training program. We're going to spend all day just on creative development. It's unbelievably important. What's the earliest availability we got?
Your first availability is the second week of December.
John, it's about 5 months. Early December. How's that sound? Good. We'll book it. Thanks.
We've got this great seminar I want to send you out to as part of your training and development program. We think it's really going to help you out here. Unfortunately, we can't let you go just yet because of our current business needs. How does January 16th, 1996 go? You available to attend then?
John? Yeah, it's Rick. So remember that advertising creative seminar we were talking about? Yeah, the one for December 7th? Well, something's come up. Yeah, something on corporate RPQ, and I'm going to have to move it. So, yeah, I know. Well, how about December 31st? Amy says that's open. That's New Year's Eve? Oh, my gosh. Well, I think the next time I'm open after that is March 27th. Does that work for you? You have a conflict on the 27th? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll chat with Amy and see if there's some other date. And why don't you see if you could move that, okay? Yeah, I know, John. I know. Well, you know how these things are, right? Okay. Call me back this afternoon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hi, Daryl. Hi. This afternoon? Let me check. No way. No, I have this training seminar that I have to go to. Yeah, I've canceled it twice. I really have to go to it. Yeah, I agree. It's important, but, well, I'll tell you what. Let me get back to you.
So, John? Yeah, it's Rick again. Sorry to bother you on that creative seminar we talked about this morning. Yeah, Amy just mentioned to me that March 27th is a block. Yeah, I know, the same date I just gave you, but it's a block. The corporation is having the all-day calendar coordination task force kickoff meeting. Yeah, and I have to present. So we're going to have to find some other date. John? John?
Hi, yeah, this is Kathleen. Yeah, I gotta apologize. Something really urgent came up, and I'm gonna have to cancel my training plan one more time. Yeah, I know, I understand it's been 2 times in a row, but it's really urgent, and I apologize. Sure, just reschedule me for next month, and I promise I'll be there. Great. Okay, thanks.
Strike 3, you're out. If you want to get trained, you got to be there. You got to participate. You got to make the time on your schedule.
Harmonic means in order to make a graphic representation of the equation. For instance, how many inches of battleship plating will be needed in order to protect the hamster from the cat? Looking at the arithmetic mean of this equation, we can see that the quantitative measure of
Training. Let's face it. Your people are bored. They need to get motivated. Training needs to be timely, it needs to be targeted, and it needs to be relevant.
Hi.
Hi, Len, how you doing?
I need some help with this
What
project.
is it?
Remember,
Oh,
I
this is
sent
an
you the memo
RPQ
on
plan.
this
That's
last
very
week.
important. Hang on just a second,
and,
Joe.
I'm not quite sure what to do with the next steps.
It's
and-
very, well, let me see. Did I give you this file
give me
from
some
what Larry
help
did
here?
last year? It's very helpful. Just a second, Joe.
okay,
And this is what the professional division did.
well,
And
where
hang
would
on just a second. I'm doing some day-to-day coaching. Evelyn, can
where-
you get that?
where
And this
would
is
I
what the
find
professional
what
division
the,
does. Remember, you're
next steps-
modeling for the whole company.
Yeah, I
And
know,
you might
that's
want to look at
really
this,
important,
and you might want to
and,
look at this, and look at this. Get out of here! I'm really busy.
Hi Kevin, how you doing? Just wanted to sit down with you today and tell you how happy I've been with your performance over the last few months. And as part of your next step here at Helene Curtis, I'd like you to work on the individualized and personalized training program that I've been working on to put together for you.
Great.
I have some materials I'd like you to look through and get back to me on what you'd like to attend.
Personalized? Well, I'm glad I had a chance to conduct this performance appraisal today. Any questions before we get ready to break?
Well, just one, boss, about my development plan.
Development plan. Well, remember in the review we talked about these areas of opportunities here?
Oh, I sure do. I remember those.
Well, just don't do that anymore.
Just who I was looking for.
Hi, how
I
are
was
you?
going over your development plan, and I thought we could talk
terrific,
over your
good.
checklist of your daily responsibilities.
Good, that'll
This
help.
isn't a plan, this is just paper. Plans need to be concise, they need to be meaningful, they need to be exact on how to execute them.
Susan, as we discussed, it's critical for your job to be an expert in metaphor training. And as a result, I've signed you up for a computer design and repair course. Oh? Your first assignment is to build a computer from scratch. These are the directions right here.
Exactly how is it that this relates to my job again?
Well, you have to know the ins and outs of metaphor to be a success in this position.
Brad, I had a chance to look at the staffing plan you put together. I think generally it looks pretty good, but I think you have been in the same job for quite some time now. I think for your development, it's really important time for us to take this opportunity to rotate you.
So Kathleen, what do you think of this development plan we've put together for you?
Overall, I think it's pretty good, but I was wondering if there's an opportunity to maybe get some more exposure to senior management.
I've heard that there's a position opening up that might be just right for you.
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Gil. Can I see your ID, please?
You call this relevant, you got to make sure you choose assignments that are going to be meaningful for your employees and stretch them to their highest potential. It's not enough to just give them training programs and development plans. You got to make it work. You got to give them specific plans that are relevant, and you got to execute them. And most important, you got to make the time right now to sit down and listen to them. People development is essential. The more you want to earn, the more you've got to learn.